Hello everyone, it is Lisa from Year 3 and Me, and this is a video showing you how I set up my September calendar spread in my Positive Teacher Company planner. I love using stickers in my planner, so my first job was to collect some images from Google. I went with this kind of watercolour theme to represent the national and international days that occur in September. So I printed them onto some sticker paper and then just cut them out. Before I start adding anything else to my calendar, I added a strip of dotted note paper down the side in the notes section because I just prefer that style when I'm writing to-do lists and things like that. So there was a bit of a gap where I stuck two bits of paper together, so I covered that with a sticker and you'll see what I do with that later on. I'm then using my Positive Teacher Company stickers. I'm using the term begins to stick on the very first day of school, and I really like these stickers because they act a bit like washi tape, because it means if I made a mistake, which I did, I can take it off and put it back on and it still stays stuck. I'm then going in and adding the stickers based on the national or international day they represent. Rachel has really kindly put some of the key dates at the front of the calendar section, and I just went online to add in any additional ones that I thought would be relevant for me. I'm also adding in washi tape to represent weeks, and you will see what I do on the side to kind of correlate and tie that all together later on. I'm also not quite sure what's happening with the lighting here. I can guarantee you that the sky was not going purple at the time that I was filming this. I find that September is often quite a quiet time in school, so I really liked using these international and national days to jazz up my calendar a bit more. Okay, so now we're on to the part where we actually fill in the calendar with the information on the dates that we need. I like to use a variety of different pens to write in my calendar. I just think it adds a bit of depth and dimension. So I've written in highlighter, fine liner, glittery gold pen, and I also like to change up the fonts that I use as well. Some of my favourite pens and stationery to use when I am doing a calendar spread are the Stabilo pastel highlighters, the Staedtler journaling pens, the Papermate Flair pens, and the Muji fine liners. So here you can see an example of how I like to swap out the fonts. So for example, I wrote in all block capitals nice and small, and then went in with a Flair pen and added in some loopy kind of calligraphy style writing, and I just think it adds a little bit more interest when you're looking at the different days. Moving over to the notes section that I kind of started to do earlier on in the video, I used thin washi tape and a corresponding sticker to map out the different weeks that occur in September. So there's a recycling week, a bike to school week, and I think these are all really important because it can help you form some lessons that you want to do with your children, as well as I run my school's Twitter account, so it's really important that I know what kind of tweets I should be putting out in those weeks as well. I look at my calendar spread a lot throughout the school year as I'm planning. I always go to my calendar spread before I start planning my week to see if there's anything important that I need to drop into my planning so that I can plan around it. So I thought it would be nice to fill in this grey blank space where it goes on to the new month with a quote that corresponds with the sticker that I added on earlier, just as a little boost every time I look at my calendar spread. Now that the majority of my calendar spread has been filled in, there's just a few final touches I want to add to really make it pop. So I added a very faint grey line where the weekend begins so that it's really clear for me what days are school days and what days are the weekend, and some other little flourishes like dots and dashes and lines in the boxes just to make it look a little bit more interesting. And that is my completed calendar spread. I hope this gives you some inspiration if you haven't yet completed yours. If you have, don't forget to share it on Instagram using hashtag #myTPTCweek or hashtag TPTCPlannerInspo.